Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Target!
So, me and Anamika came to Target straight from the park, and Anamika's nose said yeet and decided to have an allergy attack. So, before we could start collecting data, we had to buy her some Claritin, and here's some super hot footage of that. After all that happened, we finally started our data collection process. We first sat on these mannequins across from the two checkouts and started recording data. I told Anamika which checkout type every third person went to, and she recorded this in a chart on her phone. We did this until we had a total of 50 people, and the entire process took about an hour. Mia and Evelyn did the exact same process but on a different day.
The world is constantly changing due to new technologies being developed. Slowly but surely, people in service jobs are being replaced by machinery. Therefore, the topic of our test, self-checkout versus regular checkout at Target, is extremely relevant. Self-checkouts are becoming more and more prevalent across retail companies, even small pharmacies like CVS, so it is important to have the knowledge of how popular they are. Target has at least 3 self-checkout registers, a large investment. Obviously, the company would want to know if it is worthwhile. If a lesser percentage of people is waiting in self-checkout lines than regular lines, then the company might want to consider not investing so much money in the machinery. But if a greater percentage of people is waiting in self-checkout lines, then the company would save money by cutting down on staff and replacing cashiers and baggers with the machines, because they would not have to pay wages to workers. Conversely, this information is important to the general population because it affects them directly as workers. If Target decided to replace regular checkout lines with self-checkout lines, then all of those cashiers would lose their jobs. Even more people would lose their jobs if other companies decided to follow Target's lead.
Like a dog.
Yeah, there's like the mascot.
No.
The mascot's a physical dog, like a real dog.
On a busy day, for example, 12 p.m. on a Saturday, 40% use self-checkout and 60% use not self-checkout. On a regular day,
on a Sunday at 6:30 p.m., 54% of people use self-checkout, and 46% of people just did regular checkout.
When we surveyed 100 customers, the proportion of customers that use self-checkout was 0.47.
The probability that if we survey 100 customers, the proportion of customers that use self-checkout is 0.47 or greater than 0.0014.
Our data is statistically significant. We have enough evidence to support that the true proportion of customers who use self-checkout at the Largo Mall Target differs from 0.33.
We do not have enough evidence to support that the true proportion of customers who use self-checkout at the Largo Mall Target on Saturday at 12 p.m. is greater than true proportion of customers who use self-checkout at the Largo Mall Target on Sunday at 6:30 p.m.
I like dogs.